I rearranged my home once again, which I do every time. Well, no, shouldn't say that, because that's not true. But I do it quite frequently because I feel like it's always like this work in progress or something. It's never quite where it's never quite right. And I think that it makes me feel calmer. Yesterday I was, you know what, let me just drink my coffee first before I talk. It's another earlier morning, so. And I'm out of milk, so this is just espresso. I'm glad this espresso comes out decently well, though, because it's always surprising to because it's $3 coffee, literally $3, $2.99, not even $3. And the espresso machine's just a cheap $100 whatever. I'm still waking up. This is really me. This is really me. Oh, I want to be asleep right now so bad. Oh. I was having a nice dream too. I don't remember. I was making coffee. I was watching. Oh, it was so weird. It was Machine Gun Kelly live with the Red Hot Chili Peppers were there out of nowhere. And they were introducing Queen. And then Flea was doing some kind of an intro for what's that Led Zeppelin song? Fuck. It's too early for me to try to remember what the name of this Led Zeppelin song is, but I could sing it. He was trying to sing it into the microphone, and then Anthony Kiedis was like, he did it way better than he tried. But then no, that was that. That was this concert I was going to with my mom, and we walked up like a million staircases to get to this concert venue, and like there were these old ladies also walking up the stairs, and I was so like, why are you walking up the stairs to an MGK concert? But also then I was like making coffee. And there was a table, and my mom was there eating with some other people, and this one younger woman who was singing in Spanish, but she sounded like an old, black and white, golden age Hollywood, voiceover. I only remember this too because I was right there. I just woke up. I woke up and pulled an espresso shot, and then I came here. So I'm already missing the details, but very weird dream. But it was nice. She was singing. That was the last thing that was happening. When I was waking up, she was singing. And it was beautiful. It was really beautiful. And I liked the golden age Hollywood effect on it. I don't know, I don't know why her voice sounded like that. She wasn't in a movie or anything. She was right there. But it sounded really nice, and it was in Spanish for some reason, and I don't know what it was about. I don't know what she was saying or anything. And that's my dream. I don't know why I'm talking about it, but just waking up, I guess. This video might be a little shorter, just because I have to get to work and stuff, because it's an earlier day. I'm scheduled for a little more time today, starting earlier, but also ending earlier, so that's cool. I don't have to. It's a longer shift. It's mid shift, so it's longer, but it's it means I don't have to open and I don't have to close. I could just go in, start working, and then leave at some point. Beautiful thing. What's frustrating is that nobody cares about this band as much as the two of us in this band do. And that's understandable. I guess I would never expect anyone else to care about it as much as we do, right? But also, I'm sorry, my hair distracted me because it's so bedheady and feels so ridiculous right now. I'm just gonna put it up. It's understandable. I don't expect anyone else to care about it as much as we do, but it is so frustrating to just work and deal with people who talk about helping us or being a part of it somehow or working with us on some level, who then just act in the most unreliable, flaky, unprofessional way. And I'm not going to name names, I'm not going to call anybody out, it doesn't matter, they're not even watching this video, but it just doesn't matter, that's not the point. This is more just something that we were talking about as a huge frustration. Because for us, this is everything. For us, this is the main thing. But for other people, it's like one small thing in a big group of things, potentially. And it's so annoying when this just gets put on like a back burner for other people, especially when they're going to say that, you know, they're going to do something. It's like, if you think about it, in any other like scenario, if you have an employee or you have a worker, you know, working for you, if you're the project manager, you know, overseeing the building of a house, and you have workers who are working on this house, and one of them is like, cool, I'm gonna put all the windows in. That's my job. My job is to put all the windows in. And you go, great, what do you need? We're gonna get you everything you need. You get them everything they need. They have everything they need on time, and then they go and they don't put the windows in. And they do everything else. They prep the thing, they do the thing, they do it all, but they don't put the windows in. I'm sure, like, you know, give me a little more time, I could think of a better analogy for this, but they don't do the one thing they said they're going to do, and the one thing that is their job to do. Like, you would fire them. You would say, I need this job done as the project manager of this project, this house in this case. I need you to do this one job. That's your one job. Why didn't you do your one job? I'm going to get someone else to do it. And I'm not going to hire you again because you don't do the job that you say you're going to do. That's very simple. The problem is that we don't have, you know, unlimited budget or money to just go and hire somebody else to do the job. We're beholden to anybody who really says they're going to do something for us, because we need as much help as we can get because we don't have the budget. So it's kind of like we're stuck just really hoping that those people are going to come through, and that's just like such a bad place to be. You know, it doesn't leave us with any, not that, you know, you want power, but you want to have enough power to make decisions in your best interest, you know, especially when this is like your business. And then it makes you wonder, you know, who's really in charge, who's really in control. And yeah, ultimately we are, but it's more of like we are in control to the point where, like, yeah, we can decide to stop working with these people, but then we're back to square one working on our own. You know, we can decide to step away and sever the relationships, and we've done that before. And it was because that got to such a bad place that it was literally not only not progressing our progress in growth and all that, but like it was hindering it. It was going backwards for long enough that like shit got really, really bad. And a lot of that was behind the scenes, and we didn't really talk about it or anything. We didn't publicize it because it was all private, like internal business stuff that was really like, you know, it would have really been like throwing people under the bus, and we're just not going to be the ones to do that. We're just not going to do that, right? But we were working with, this was long enough ago, I guess, like I'll talk about it more, you know, now, but we were with these managers who just they weren't doing anything. They didn't do anything. They didn't do dick. And they didn't let us do anything just on promises that they were doing this or this or this or this or this, and like had, you know, all these connections and all these this, you know, whatever. Like it was a whole bunch of stuff. We can get into it in another video, but like a whole bunch of stuff that we were really hopeful for and really could have used and really could have, you know, really needed and still really do. You know, it's like it's all stuff that's really good stuff. That any band that is independent and is going to, you know, that wants to become successful is going to want. And nothing happened, you know. So we ended up literally having to, nothing happened for long enough too, because we were very patient. We were very patient and we waited and we were good. We were good because we want to be easy to work with. We want to, like, we don't want to cause any conflict with people. We don't want to be that band, right? We want everyone to succeed. So we're like, okay, what do we need to do? Like, we're willing to work with you. If you say that you need this, if you say that you need that, we're going to get it to you. You know how many times they were like, write us a song like this. It's going to, you know, be for this reason, it's going to be for this purpose. And like the next day I would send them a demo for that, like, because I'm ready to go. I'm ready to put the work in. I'm ready. If you tell me you need a song, I got you. I'm going to get you the song so you can do your part as fast as possible. And it's going to be a good song too. I'm not going to just, you know, give you some bullshit. So it got so bad for so long, and Paul and I had many conversations going, what do we do? Like, what do we do about this? How much longer are we willing to wait before we need to take matters into our own hands and go, this is crazy, we need to get out? And this whole thing lasted almost 9 months or something. Did you just run into the wall, Phoebe? Sorry about that. The whole thing lasted almost 9 months before we had to essentially send them a message saying that we wanted to mutually part ways. And from that moment on, they never responded to anything. And a week later, we sent them a notice of contract breach. Like a notice of the fact that they breached the agreement and that we wanted to terminate the contract because they just hadn't responded to anything. Just ghosted us, which is absolutely a breach of contract. I mean, that's not how that works. And we sent that letter to their lawyer and them 2 different times, like by mail, by email, and by like literal letter in an envelope mail, and both times it got returned. And it was some sketchy ass shit, you know, like, this is all to say, like, we've been burned by this kind of stuff, by people who say one thing and give us nothing, and promise the world and give us nothing, and don't listen to us, and don't, you know, want to collaborate at full steam ahead, like promises and talk. And I'm so sick and tired of like hearing about what you're gonna do for me. Like, don't tell me about how great the windows are gonna be if you're not gonna put them in. Don't tell me what kind of windows you're gonna put in and how good you're gonna put them in and how freaking clear they're gonna be so that I can see through them if you're just not gonna bother to put them in at the end of the day. Like, just drives me insane, just drives me nuts. Just tired of working with unreliable people who talk a lot. And this all is on my mind because of current affairs and things inside this band that kind of brought this stuff up. Paul and I were talking about it, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good one day, because I don't want to be the kind of person that just fires people. But you know what? If I can get someone better to do the job right the first time, I'm sorry, that's what I'm gonna do, because it's just a waste of my time, and if that seems like, oh, that's disrespectful, what's disrespectful is somebody who's wasting my time telling me that they're gonna do something that they just completely disregard and disrespect, and that's disrespectful. Anyway, I'm not pissed about anything. It's just, I am. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. But it's okay. And I know I said this video is going to be shorter, but it's probably the longest one so far. Which just goes to show I'm pissed about it. But, it's going to be okay, It's a beautiful day out. It's wintry February, gloomy, and snowy kind of day. But we're cozy in here. I'm gonna go into a coffee shop. I'm gonna go work there until 4 p.m. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be grand. Wherever you are, I hope you have a beautiful day. And I will see you soon. Cheers.